Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, yay.
Hey, and welcome to Gabby the Game Night. It is Maddie along with Gabby and Johnny from KDC, and we're playing some more Apollo Justice, which I almost called Phoenix Wright.
That's what we're doing. He did the intro, so I don't have to.
I'm Maddie from KDC. I'll do your intro so you don't have to. No, seriously, hit me up, vidicchannel@gmail.com. You need an intro, I'll do it. For a small fee, of course.
Court is now in session for... How do I say that?
Maki Tobaye, Your Honor. The pixie of the arpeggio.
Right, his trial. Court is in session.
This is my sexy voice.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is A-OK, Herr Judge.
Very well, Prosecutor Gabby.
Ah, my opening statement, yeah?
No, actually. There's something else I want to ask you about.
Yes?
Say you're going to visit someone in the hospital with an incurable disease. What do you say to them?
Yeah?
That's a weird way to start a trial. I mean, you wouldn't say get well soon, right? You don't be kicking them when they're down. What the fuck are you talking about? Actually, I'm going to visit someone who's terminally ill. Right after this trial. The Chief Justice's son. The Chief Justice? His son's afflicted with the most terrible disease.
The Chief Justice?
He doesn't have long, it seems. Is this relevant?
I have a feeling it might be at some point.
So I thought I'd go pay him a visit. Thought saying something moving might be the order of the day.
Phoenix Wright games don't generally just have silly non-sequiturs like this.
Yeah. Why don't grown-ups ever just say what's on their mind instead of pretending? She's looking at me with something like disgust. Hey, why are you looking at me like that for? In any case, I'm a bit busy today, so let's wrap this up quickly. You have 5 seconds. Hurry up, make your case. Prosecutor Gabby, your opening statement, briefly.
Yeah. You're in luck here, Judge. I believe you'll be going on your hospital visit sooner than you think. I'm just saying, this really feels like a conflict of interest for him to be the prosecutor in this case.
Yeah.
Not that's anything new for the Phoenix Wright series, but first, to review the victim in this case. Romain Latouche, aged... That dude was only 35? Oh my god, I feel so old. He looks way older than that. No, don't get me wrong, I'm a terrible judge of age when it comes to just looking at somebody and trying to guess how old they are, but damn.
I'd guess he's like 40 or 50.
I would have put him in his 50s. The global manager for Diva Songstress, Lamarar. Cause of death, blood loss due to being shot by a large caliber revolver. It wasn't a revolver. Was it a revolver?
Do I have
Go look at the court. Oh, it is a revolver.
It's a revolver.
Yeah, it is. It is. You're right. I just misremembered. My bad.
Revolvers are not my favorite handguns.
Anyway, can we get back to the game?
I prefer the more blocky pistols. Revolvers can be.
I had dialogue to read.
You had dialogue to read!
This report has all the details. All the sexy details.
The court accepts this into evidence. 45 caliber. That's quite large, isn't it? Direct hit from that could knock a man off his feet. Oh, it looks like he was knocked off his feet.
However, the bullet struck him in his shoulder. The damage to the body was slight. Death was not immediate. Sadly, his blood loss was such that he could not be saved. What? Is there like a major artery in your shoulder? I think the shoulder's a pretty safe place. I don't think there's any major arteries or anything there. He shouldn't have bled out, really.
Oh.
I wouldn't think so, anyway.
Enough bleeding and you can bleed out anyway, I guess.
No. I don't think so.
No?
I mean, I think, unless you have some kind of a problem where your blood won't clot naturally. Like, if I just hit, like, a regular vein and you bleed, you're going to bleed for so long, but your blood's going to naturally clot. And you're going to stop bleeding. If you hit, like, an artery, then it's not going to stop on its own.
Yeah, your elbow is pretty strong.
Thanks for sharing that, Johnny.
And it's also called the funny bone.
Yeah, you know why? Because it's your humorous bone. Anyway.
Elbow drops are not that
the victim's
funny.
condition,
Also, elbow drops are not that funny. 2 shots were fired. 1 shot missed, the other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder. Both bullets were found in the wall at the scene. Observe the diagram.
So why is it called the funny bone?
Because it's your humerus bone, and humerus sounds like humorous, which means funny.
Oh.
Anyway, this is where the bullets hit.
I see. The court accepts this into it.
I see, said the blind man to his deaf daughter as he picked up his hammer and saw.
We're talking about 45 caliber revolver. Must assume that the killer is adept at the weapon's use. Really? Yeah, apparently weapons that size have a powerful kickback. It's safe. The judge tried to fire one and break every bone in his body. The defense will take more care in choosing examples.
As I was saying, the victim was shot backstage in a dressing room at a concert.
You already told me a freaking, child did this. Throw the case out now.
The dressing room... Do you mind, Hair Rat's Nest?
Do the fucking dialogue.
This dressing room has only one entrance, this door.
That does seem to be the case, yes.
However, there were witnesses who heard the gunshots.
He's talking about you and Emma, huh?
Yet when the witnesses entered the room, it was empty, save for the victim's body, of course.
But that's impossible.
God damn it, Your Honor, nothing's impossible. Exactly, though, this murder was impossible. For all but one person.
One person?
That is, of course, the defendant, Maki Tobaye.
Only this defendant could have committed the crime. But how?
I feel like I'm mispronouncing his name and there's a pun in there and that I just missed.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maki Tobaye. Maki Tobaye. Maki Tobaye. Maki Tobaye. I don't know. It's quite simple. The circumstances of the crime scene make it clear.
It's Maki to go by.
Very
Very
well.
well. I assume we have testimony to back up this claim. Please show the witness to the stand. Hi, Emma.
Did she bring some snackoos? Your name and profession, please.
Emma Sky. I'm a detective for the police department. I was on security detail at the concert forum that night.
Emma seems tired somehow.
Oh, I didn't do my tired in my voice, I'm sorry.
Security at the concert, you say?
Some security I was. Couldn't even stop a murder.
Now, don't blame yourself. Things like this happen. I've made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know? Oh, okay. I'm sure that makes you feel much better. I want to hear about these bigger mistakes.
In any case, because you were on security detail, the crime was quickly discovered, and we were able to identify the killer. You may give the court your testimony if you would. Describe the circumstances of that day and your discovery of the crime, please.
Alright.
Emma,
The night of the murder, I was back... let me start that again. The night of the murder, I was on backstage security at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Only people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage. At the beginning of the third set...
Third? The hell happened there?
They're good.
At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went in the room filled with bland rock music and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it.
You gonna explain how, or...? It's lucky that detective was first on the scene.
Did you say I was lucky?
No.
I swear you did.
But that door was the only way out of the room, right?
That was the Maddie tired voice, not Emma tired
Yeah,
voice.
pretty much. I don't get it. How can they say that Maki did it? Looks like we need a bit more information. Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination. Cross-examination. It's the cross-examination. Cross-examination.
It was the night of the murder.
It is the night of the murder.
Murder, murder.
Murder, murder.
Murder in the first.
Murder and the dress.
Murder in the thirst trap.
How could you know something like that?
This is cut up all the times that he said murder.
As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen, we know there was only one exit from the room, that door. The small window only opened a tiny crack, and I was standing in front of that door. So how could the killer have fled the scene? There's only one possibility, the air vent.
Ah! But that air vent was too small. Who could pop? Oh.
Exactly. There's certainly no way you could get through, nor me. The only one who could fit through was a child.
Child?
Remember, access to those rooms was limited. Only those involved with the concert were allowed.
Of all the people involved with the concert, Only one is small enough to be considered a child.
The defendant?
The pixie of the Apprezio flitted up toward the sky and disappeared from the scene of the crime. Oh, you better object, Hair Forehead.
But that's just conjecture.
Oh, there was no other way out of that room. You were there. You should know, Hair Forehead.
And there was another vital piece of evidence.
Evidence? What?
You know, it's the stuff we present at trials to try to show that the case happened the way we said it did.
What's an evidence? What's a trial?
Marks were found in the air.
Who am I?
This makes so much sense.
What are you even saying?
What?
I'm the loser of the game. You didn't know you were playing.
Steven Universe!
I was gonna do that.
Marks were found in the air vent grill. Traces that it had recently been opened.
Wait, what?
And something else was found quite clearly. The defendant, Machi Tobaye's fingerprints.
What?
You look like a Who from Whoville.
That's incredibly rude.
I'm sorry, but it's true.
Order! Order! Order!
I'd like to order some
Don't punch my walls!
I'd like to order some snackoos.
The air vent was the only way out of the room. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill.
Was he found with a gun?
Well, Hair Forehead, what fairy tales does this suggest to you?
He's a very pretty man, isn't he?
Only one could pass through that vent, that doorway to heaven. And that one is our pixie.
Why are you looking at me, Apollo? Hey, I was out whooping you up in the audience. This is decisive evidence. Quite decisive indeed.
Indeed.
I know the circumstances under which the body was found. I was there. An examination of the crime scene was enough to nail down the killer? Sure, they have good reason. They must have had good reason to arrest Mark. I'm going to find out what it was. I believe we were having a chat when you heard the shots.
You were the one chatting. I was eating snackoos.
What are you doing all snackies?
I don't know.
Hey, no snacking in court.
They look like they could be little meat sticks or little pretzels.
I think they're hot dogs,
And you're sure the shots came from Lamarar's room?
but it's just a dog.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, I'm the one being cross-examined here. Here, this'll keep you quiet.
Thanks. So, how bad, Emma?
We were right. There. Hard to be mistaken about that.
Please, either talk or eat, not both at the same time.
Right, so after that, me and Mr. Lawyer there opened the dressing room door.
Walk?
Blaring, yes.
When you say walk, are you referring perhaps to this rock and roll music that's so popular these days? That's right. We went into the dressing room.
Oh, I got to see one. I got to see met one they went to a walk.
Music was blaring over the speaker on the wall.
They pipe sound from the stage into the backstage through speakers. That way people in the back can hear when they're supposed to be on stage.
Rock is awesome. They have to be so loud?
You don't listen to the Gaviners with your ears. You feel it with your entire body and soul.
Real.
I always have the backstage monitors at full fucking volume.
When we walked into the room, the band was playing Guilty Love, I believe, making it easy to determine the time of the crime.
If you could hear that music playing,
Then everyone on stage for that song has an alibi, including myself.
Anyway, I closed off the scene and started my investigation.
the night of the murder was the night of the concert, yes?
That's right.
What was the detective doing on security detail, I might ask? If it was only a concert.
My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders, even when they come from the rock gods.
Prosecute Gavin?
That guy seems to wield way too much power. And you skipped my dialogue again.
What is that guy looking on? He's from
think you
Phoenix
did.
Wright.
You'll never believe this.
What?
This is a sequel to Phoenix Wright.
I smelled something that day, you might say. The stench
It's
of
in
conspiracy.
This Mr. Wright.
We haven't seen him in this case so far. That day at the concert hall,
Conspiracy?
Well, isn't it obvious? My keys, that whole morning, no, the whole day was ruined. And it's all because someone stole my keys. I couldn't ride my hog to the show. I couldn't open my guitar case.
There he goes again. Isn't it possible he's simply misplaced them?
Misplaced them? Misplaced items don't just wander into a murder victim's hand on their own.
What's this? Plus you the gap, and if your keys were in the victim's hand, that makes you a prime suspect. How the fuck does he do that?
I have no idea. But I just know
Love.
that he's so fucking
Slow
good.
acting and new. Atraquinine is waiting for you.
He's singing something. Does everything with this guy have to be so over the top?
Yes. The killing happened in the middle of my concert. I was, like a sailor, adrift on a sea of sound. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen, so I put the detective with the most time on their hands on the task.
That's okay. I see, I can accept that.
Well, I can't. What do you mean, time on their hands? What am I, Detective Gumshoe?
I believe that's enough of that. Where is Gumshoe? Is Gumshoe still, like, dead?
He could be retired.
Who's Dempsey?
We don't know how long he'd been a detective.
Who's
Prosecution
Dempsey?
has about the
The cop
defense
from
and
the
case.
last from the Phoenix Wright games, the one in the overcoat.
We're ready now, the crime scene was watched.
I didn't know that character.
I'm
Being the
sorry.
defend, the only one who could possibly leave the scene. It's a point decisive.
Unless he's like the chief of detectives now.
I believe we've heard enough to determine our verdict. Even if it wasn't a hurry to make a hospital visit.
I mean, he should be.
The Chef Justice?
Chief!
Chef Justice.
I'm sure
not
Chef
the same
Justice will
set.
appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive evidence for us. That will have to be enough.
This evidence is hardly decisive. I can't be over already. Well, I believe the trial is finished. Defense had no contradicting evidence.
The prosecution has presented our proof, clear and plain. Not really. If you have contradicting evidence...
So a child could have left the room. Cool. Any proof they actually killed the dude?
It had better be clear and plain.
Pilot, they've got us on the ropes already. Better come up with something quick.
That's Phoenix's daughter.
I know.
Okay.
They wouldn't guess out.
His adopted daughter.
Evidence or witness that can prove Machi's innocent with that.
Dude, I could for like a sausage pizza
Not
right
that.
now.
That sounds disgusting.
You love sausage
Just-
on your pizza.
Yeah, contradicting
Oh,
proof
that
goes to
kind
the
of
prosecutor's case.
fascinating.
You better tell us about it now. There's it. So soon. Mess this one up. It's all over.
I do have some sausage
That's the
in the
hot
freezer.
dog.
If I mess this one up, it's all the court wants contradicting proof.
I don't have proof.
Should I call Amor?
Yes.
I mean, does she have any evidence?
I mean, she hangs out with Maki like all the time. They're together almost all
Call
the time.
her.
Alright, let me get my phone out.
No, not that way.
First you girl, and you claim there are no evidence to the crime. I absolutely sure.
I'm calling her.
Okay.
That's a standard dino.
Don't blow the illusion! No joke's ruined now. Absolutely, I'd swear on my career as a prosecutor. And on my million-seller hit song, Atraquinine, My Love.
There he goes again. That's too bad, because there is a witness. Ho ho! Really now? I'm
Santa?
Santa Claus!
Santa Claus is judging your
It's
trial.
not. Because I'm the only one in the world who knows this. What's going on? Just talk to him now. He's alive. There's Latus, can you hear me? Cold, so cold. Witness. You're cold, don't worry, you're going to be fine. Help is on the way. Good. See. Hang in there, Mr. Latus. Tell me, who is the witness? The witness is SIREN. What? The victim said this before he died?
Perhaps he did, and perhaps he did not.
What do you mean by that?
All we know is that Herr Forehead says he said that. It's no testimony, especially since it comes from the defense attorney himself.
But it's the truth. He said it. I even told you about it. But apparently you ignored me completely.
It's my policy to fully investigate everything I deem relevant. Clearly this rookie lawyer thinks he can tell me how to do my job.
That's enough. Mr. Justice, we need clear contradictory proof from you. This witness of yours unknown to the prosecution. I hope you're right. Failure carries a stiff penalty.
Perhaps a stiffer penalty than usual is called for?
There's no backing out now. Say the name of your witness, Mr. Justice. Lamoire. Lamoire? Call Mr. Latusse's last words. The witness is siren. Siren? Ah! He meant the siren! That's right, the siren of the ballad, Lamoire. Lamoire was only on stage for the second set, and she had access to the backstage area. She could have been a witness. I see. Well, Prosecutor Gavin?
My claim still stands. There was no witness to this crime.
Very well. Let's hear from the horse's mouth then, shall we? I'll now take a break from Detective Emma Sky's cross-examination. Please show Lamoire to the witness stand. Lamoire would say nothing denied the murder. Not today, though. Today we'll drag that story out for no matter what it is.
It is my distinct honor to welcome the siren of the ballad to our courtroom.
Yeah, 2 times.
Ah, you can speak English?
Yes, I can. But I'm not very good. There's much I
Do?
do not know.
You speak so well. Have you spent time here before?
Honestly, I do not know how I came here, but I know enough of your ignorance. No, nowhere I studied it.
What does she mean? She doesn't know.
I too thought to call her as a witness, but I did not. I had a reason, of course.
What's that?
Lamoire suffers from amnesia.
Amnesia?
Rama is not my true name. I don't remember nothing of the time before I was given it. Nothing of the time before I started seeking on the stage.
Well, she's even more mysterious than I thought.
As lauded singer Lamoire, she lives a good life. There are little difficulties for her, thanks to her success. Yet, I did not wish to subject her to unnecessary stress.
I see. I care surprisingly little about people's pasts. You have nothing to fear in this court, Lamoire.
Thank you. But there's something I do not understand. I'm being taught as a witness. What might I say? Tell me tell me anything of what happened.
Lamoire, let me be frank. I did not want to ask you up here to testify. Yet, that young gentleman with the wide forehead over there was adamant that you stand.
Oh my.
Congratulations, Apollo. You're the bad guy.
Fuck yeah. You either die here or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Well, now that you're here, please give us your testimony.
Wait, does that mean I'm old now?
Nothing else. Say your voice is welcome. Tell us what you saw the night of the crime. What I saw!
I saw nothing. Then I was invited to sing on the stage and I did this. I did not jump on stage after the set gets dead. Then I was set by the police to Mr. Gavin's dressing room and told to wait there. That was I were, and that something had it happened, but I wasn't told the details.
I must say, sounded wonderful just testifying. Hope he was too distracted to hear what she was actually saying.
There you have it. She saw nothing that night. Now we can only pray that the defense has the sense to admit defeat. And refrain from detaining her here longer than need be.
Well, you just got better, Apollo. Way to go. Very well, Miss Justice. Keep it short and sweet. I'm more willing to talk to me than I the crime. She must know something. I've got to find out what.
We don't reread the green reports.
But you must have seen something. Mr. Toos named you.
That you read.
Mr. Rehab,
Mr. Latouche.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, chill.
How can I tell you what I don't know?
No more. He said you were a witness with his dying words.
Did not know what he meant to say but that night.
It was a great concert.
The only thing can you.
I saw him get an autograph later, actually.
Of course.
Mrs. Justice, there's a cross-examination. You're out of line. If anyone deserves an autograph, it's me. One on my gavel would be nice.
Herr Judge.
Oh, what's this?
It's my autograph. Now keep this trauma.
Can I have your autograph? What? Oh, my grandchild will be so happy. His grandson is a big fan.
Let us continue, shall we? If you would, Lamoureux.
I'm dead now.
Tell us what you did after your stellar performance.
You did not return backstage once? Where were you then? What were you doing?
I was training them on stage. Lamenting some must do for a performance of than just a super scene.
And was Maki with you at the time?
He told me I did not know where he was.
It was for an alibi for Maki. With Maki, correct? How was he then?
He seemed as he always does. But I believe he is shocked by the news of Mr. Latouche's death. Yet he's not the type to so much of an emotion.
Yes, he's given the police no end of headaches. He answers most questions with silence, and those glinting frames speak nothing. The questioning hasn't gotten very far.
We sat there waiting.
How was the incident explained to you?
I was told nothing in detail, only that Mr.
Latouche.
Latouche died.
Of course, investigations require some security.
But Mr. Latouche was my partner. I need to know more. I should have been told. Both Martin and I are besties. It's also of concert.
Allow me to apologize, but please understand. Keeping you in the dark was as painful for me as it was for you.
Yes, I understand.
What doesn't really prove our testimony? It's hard to imagine I'm not lying. She might not be lying, but she's hiding something. Why don't you tell me that I'm the murderer? You lie, you're brooch. I'm sorry, Lamar, but I'm having trouble believing you. Remember this brooch, do you not?
Well, that's Lamar's. She was wearing it for her song.
Care to add that to the testimony, Prosecutor Gavin?
What?
This brooch was found after the murder took place, at the very scene of the crime.
What?
Lamar,
What?
how did your brooch get backstage if you did not go there yourself?
What?
And, as Prosecutor Gavin has just told us,
What?
you had been wearing it during your performance that night. What's the meaning of this? Lamar, please explain. Lamar?
Not again!
She says English is quite difficult.
The trick's not going to work here.
Your forehead may be large, but you are a lawyer, truly. But you have missed one important fact.
What now?
In fact, at the time of the incident, I went backstage, but only for a moment.
What?
Think back to the moment of the crime. You know whereof I speak.
Is she really saying all that? What's she talking about, Apollo? Or when the incident occurred? Ah! She's talking about that?
Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup.
Right, understood. We may make sure no one comes in, right? Mr. Latus, can you hear me? So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry. You're going to be fine. Help is on the way. The witness is Siren. Siren? Yeah, Siren didn't say anything. Yipes, Emma? What was that? Who's that?
What's wrong?
Emma, did you see anyone just now?
Huh? No.
There's one at her doors.
I went into the room. Just a dress as my name.
So this was when your brooch dropped? That explains that.
There's no the time I could drop it.
Except when you killed him!
But that's ridiculous. You only looked for an instant where you dropped your brooch.
Her forehead. She has raised the possibility. The only thing that can counter that is evidence.
You know, he seems so chill in the last case.
So she looked at the crimes.
And yeah, instead to go
Intended.
intended to go into the dressing room. I knew nothing of what had happened in the church,
Of course.
of course. But the moment I opened the door, I heard a horrible voice.
Her forehead, shouting, "Who's there?" No doubt. A horrible voice indeed.
I closed the door immediately.
Well, that explains the brooch. Let's return to your testimony. It's too convenient. She's hiding something. Lamar, you did look into the room though, right?
Yes.
Testify as to what you saw.
Favorite, I grew it is only
Though.
it is only the brightest of
Briefest of
briefest
glimpses.
of glimpses.
Glimpses.
Glimpses. Can you so read?
I can perceive.
Time to use
I think it's a bracelet. I think it's a bracelet.
Yeah. With all your hands are visible. I can see your mouth talking. And especially your mouth, your eyes. Yeah, like no parts visible.
Just do pass.
Let me press, get some more information. What did you see in that brief glimpse?
I Tiny opened the door, so I heard that terrible voice.
Shut the door.
I've always wondered, Hair Forehead. Does that voice of yours like a volume knob?
These are my cords of steel, man. Just back off.
You can use a bracelet.
Oh, there's two little pieces. A wall? Is that a wall there?
What?
Is what in
Is
English?
that in English?
A division or partition, I believe. It was a large dressing room divided into two halves.
The more took place on the inside half. Guess that partition might fit in the body.
You can use a bracelet. Now using the bracelet.
I see if I do something. No. No, I saw that.
So what?
I saw that. I can perceive. I see your neck there. I see your wriggly neck. You can't hide your wriggly neck from me. The late Mr. Latusse's body, you say?
Yes?
You know something more about Mr. Latusse's death than you're saying.
What?
I can see you trying not to remember, but the effort made you swallow. You can't fool my eyes.
It is true. It is so terrible after all. Why did Mr. Ritus have to be shot?
One moment, Amor.
Yes?
What was that you just said? Why did Mr. Latusse have to be shot?
Yes.
She was hiding something, I knew it. Lamar, I'm afraid you haven't realized it, but your words just now contradict your testimony.
Eh? How could that be?
Take this. Lamar contradict your own testimony. I have evidence to prove it. Where do I have the evidence to prove it?
The gun. The gun.
She wouldn't have known he'd been shot. Because if she looked in, she couldn't see the bullet holes, and she couldn't see the body, and she couldn't see the gun. Diagram.
If I did not misunderstand the meaning of the contract. Cuphead!
Contradiction, not contract.
It
Well, what fucking evidence? I don't have a testimony.
Justice. Evidence is meaningless.
Fuck you. Yeah, how I mentioned shot.
A gun.
I don't know, man. Does it look like I have a testimony?
Your health bar is going down.
Do you want me to show the body? I don't have everything here behind the wall. Unless you didn't. I don't know.
What? What the
I
heck?
don't exactly have much.
What do we think she said to contradict her? Okay.
I don't know. I'm just trying out things now.
Okay. Well, I won't try to help then.
I mean, I don't have a testimony as evidence. I mean, you shot. That totally constitutes testimony. Wow.
Your health bar is low.
No, I'm not.
Stop doing random stuff.
That random stuff is the most effective.
No, it's not. Bobby does not even know what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't think Gabby really cares anymore. They're just
I
trying to get it over with.
do care. I just don't fucking get it. I don't have a fucking testimony as evidence.
You don't get anything.
You don't get anything.
Now you get it. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Where's that context? Am I stupid?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we saw that context testament.
Use the gun.
I mean, she said, oh, I couldn't see the body behind the wall, but I fucking presented the diagram, presented the body.
Use the goddamn gun.
I did!
Oh.
I mean, we're sure that's the part that she... Well, wait, what about the, Wait, when she came in, he was still alive. What about the autopsy report at the time of death?
Yeah, I presented the other one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Does Bob even know what he's doing?
You can't present people in this one.
Nope.
Gabby does not even know what he's doing.
When I'm valid.
That means it's only working.
I hate this. I swear I present every piece of evidence at this point.
Apparently not.
Nope, apparently not.
You know, postcard.
Oh God.
I did present the diagram, right?
Diagram.
I am so confused. I swear I present every piece of fucking evidence.
Well, apparently you're insane.
Yeah, I'm sure it's the mixing board.
Bro, I don't know at this point. I swear I presented everything.
Yeah, you can use the mixing board. Use the medicine bird. Use the medicine
I
bird.
did.
The medicine bird.
Yeah, I did.
Then nobody knows.
I didn't mean it. That's my tongue's bad. Fuck.
Can I see just Apollo's dialogue there one more time? Gotta think this over. What did she say again? Why did Miss Latus have to be shot? And we can't go back and look at her testimony, I guess.
I mean, only kind of.
We just keep saying the contradiction part now. Well, I was...
Yeah, not really much. A detail I'm missing on something, but this have like a bullet hole on
No.
Did you present the brooch just to see?
it. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Apollo, what do we do, yo?
I don't get it.
Remember, Apollo spelled backwards is Olapa.
Awapa?
Olapa.
Wait, the Awapa moon. Awata.
Sure. A lot of for China.
Gun.
Gun? Oh my god.
I swear I've literally presented everything.
What is all? Can I see all our evidence again? I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm trying to help.
I swear I've presented everything.
What all do we have? Well, I mean, I know if you presented everything, that's fine, but still, can I see the evidence again? Okay, lyric sheet.
I haven't presented the investigation request.
Well, if you haven't presented it, present it.
Why the investigation request it?
Well, I presented everything. I mean, not literally everything, but...
Oh, I guess you want to know the details. Stupid. I hate this game.
Then
Tell
why
me
are we
about
playing it?
I didn't
Thanks
know
for
he
watching
was
this
shot.
series, y'all.
That's
Come back next time for something fun. That's you, Lamorar.
You were on.
Immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed on the scene.
Zip it.
This is the document proving that.
Right here.
In your testimony, you told the court,
That's what you said.
no one told me anything about the incident.
We heard it.
Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing.
Blind.
Yet you had known that Mr. Otus had been shot.
Bang.
How could you have known?
Really?
Make a note for me to cut 9% of that out.
I can't. You don't have the...
I'm wrong! You're hiding something from this code. I hope you fucking email it to me. Sweet song of hers was sang a little too sweet.
I know, I remember. Please. I want me to add my testimony.
Testimony. Of course. All we want to know is the truth.
She looks kind of pale, huh? She saw something, I know it. Even the victim said so. That's bull.
Is that new?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Only a glimpse, and you know they were bullet holes?
Yes, I recognize them immediately. I've seen bird tales before, you know.
You have traveled the world as a singer. You must have sung in places far more dangerous than our country.
However,
I go wherever.
wherever my voice is
Needed.
needed, if those places are meant
Many.
Many these days.
A lot of them.
That's pretty cool. I hope that I get to travel like that more someday.
Wanderlust. I plan on recording my next album overseas. Their studios have a different sound, you know.
Maybe I should go on a Cold Steel tour too.
Sell out everywhere. Blah blah blah. She's talking and we have to do some stuff too.
You did not see bullet holes. You are a liar. No more. They
Bullet
got
holes.
inside on the ballot. Eliza Hardy
On the
becoming
marquee.
such a creature.
Gotta be honest.
Put down worthy of our prosecutor, Mr. Justice. Such put downs are hardly becoming of your power.
Stop polishing your forehead and start polishing your character, yeah.
Come on, can't I be cool for once? Observe the diagram. Lamar, you looked in from the door for just a moment, correct? There were bullet holes in the room, yes. But they were in the wall, the door's on. You see, assuming you merely glanced in the room, you couldn't have seen those bullet holes. Lamar,
Yes.
I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. Appears you have been holding back something.
And I must tell you what this is that I saw.
Yes. Happening in the trial being recorded. I'm sure it'll be on the news in Bulgaria. You understand your reputation in that state. It falls to you to avoid tarnishment.
Personally speaking, I still believe the cross-examining her will yield us absolutely nothing.
That's because you're stupid.
You want to fight?
But she knew how Mr. Latouche died. And he named her as a witness. You must have seen something, Lamour.
Very well.
Very well. My bad. Lamour, please continue your testimony.
Very well, sir.
Very well. I shall.
Very well, I shall.
Very well, sir. As on my way from the bank state exit. There's seven.
I love how it's like a fully drawn scene, but they just reuse the spider and paste it down. It just looks so silly.
There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it.
That's my voice.
Well, you weren't doing it.
There's two sides, so I can't do anything to stop it. Yeah, but you can drop in front of it, and it doesn't mark me. And so I'm kind of forgetting the words. It was a grown person, I know it was. The judge
So you
just
did
went
witness
out.
this crime, and the killer was a grown person, you say?
This is my first time hearing this, I assure you. Nice play, Hair Forehead.
Very well, Mr. Justice. We begin your cross-examination. Great going, Apollo. You're right about that.
You're the man, Apollo.
What's wrong? You don't look too happy. The whole thing smells fishy. That's what's wrong. Smells fishy.
I'm not fishy.
I'm not a big fish fan.
Fish sucks.
As far as
So
like
heading
a food.
toward the dressing room.
Yes.
So this is not the first shop, and the dressing room door brought to Bruce. But at the same time, Emma and I heard those shots.
Yes, I saw my way back.
And what exactly? Something like a little window.
Windows! Yes, where? Windows is the best with that non-English. I think this how it is said at yes.
You need not worry, Lamoureux. The choice of words is impeccable. There's a small window in the dressing room in question. Perhaps the defense remembers this detail?
That little window on the wall.
I saw it came from there.
You're certain you heard 2 shots fired?
Yes, quite certain. I found my way to the battle state and said, This was when I heard a fake sound on a gunshot. I didn't know that had been. I prayed. I grew the window. And I heard a second and shot across it. I almost said gunshot.
No 2 bullet holes at the scene. No context so far.
That happened on the upside of that window. There's nothing I could do.
It wasn't Maki who shot. Are you sure?
Yes, quite certain.
Ha ha ha! It amuses me that you would question her testimony. It is testimony in your favor. Isn't it my job to object?
Yeah, Paula, what are you thinking? Crucy, let's listen to what Lamar has to say. Can you tell me how you're so sure?
Yes, of course, you see.
A grown person, that's a little vague.
I am sorry. I'm scared of you and it. It's working and I know. Mine's scared.
Skill.
Certainly, you can't see whether the shoe is male or female.
This is a man, a young man.
And you're sure of that?
Yes, his voice is quite clear.
Voice? And his diagram seems the dressing room was quite cluttered. It seemed likely that you would have had a clear view of the shooter.
As I sit directly in my mind and ears than my eyes. When I hear a voice, so I do not forget it. That voice is the voice of a man.
So you heard a voice. But wait. Couldn't that have been the victim, Mr. Latouche?
Absolutely not. I did. I did.
Did I not?
Did I not just say that I do not forget a voice? If it was Mr. Latouche who spoke, I would have known.
Indeed. You at the window and you heard the shooter's voice. The voice of a young man. Paula, this is a good testimony. That proves it wasn't Maki. Indeed. This turns out to be true. It casts the case in a considerably different light. What is the defense's opinion on this testimony? Oh, God damn it.
An interesting opinion, defense attorney Elmo.
Is it contradictory?
And turn the amateur off.
I did turn the Elmo toy off.
Oh.
Is it contradicting?
Choose friend next Wright.
I thought you couldn't present people.
Well, I'm looking at What do you think, Mr. Matty?
I wasn't paying that much attention. I can review it if
She
you
heard
want.
the voice of what she says is a young man.
Well, can I just actually read the testimony?
Not long.
What?
Well, I can.
I don't need to reread the whole
Spider-Man.
case. This is a grown person. I know it was. Hold it. A grown person. That's a little bit. I'm sorry. Sorry about the voice. My skin language is lacking. I know. Middle finger. Was a man, a young man. Are you sure of that? Yes, his voice was quite clear. Voice? Look at this diagram, which the dressing was quite clear. It does seem like that you wouldn't have a clear view of the shooter. As a singer, I rely more on my ears than my eyes. When I hear a voice, I don't forget it. That voice was the voice of a man. Oh, you heard a voice, but wait. Could not have been the victim. Absolutely not. I do not say. I do not think the voice. Even if that two spoke, I would have known. Indeed, so you were at the window and you heard the shooter's voice, the voice of a young man. Apollo, this is a good testimony. That proves it wasn't Maki. Indeed. Turned out to be true. Case right, it was to this testimony.
Would it have been clear with the music blaring?
That's a good point.
But it pains me to say this. There's something about Lamore's testimony that makes false.
Heh. Bravo, Hair Forehead. You're colder than I thought.
I'm sure you remember what the problem is as well as I do, Gavin. As has been established, no grown man could pass that evidence. He couldn't fled the scene of the crime.
Sorry. My volume was on.
But that means Lamore has to be lying. I know, it's bad for our case, but I can't shut my eyes to this. Believe me, the idea is tempting. Is that not my voice? I don't know why I'm trying to talk for him.
It is as Hair Forehead says. Yet, this is not the only contradiction within her testimony. Damn, this video's been going on for a while.
What's next?
Lamarar, I understand why you would want to protect Machi. Yet remember, you are the siren of the ballad, and lies do not become such a creature.
What did the prosecution mean? Paolo, what's he talking about? How can anyone bat an eye when he says stuff like that? He just stole my fucking line!
I recall the state of the crime scene quite well.
Stay at the room?
Yes, and when the murder took place, that window was closed. I find it hard to believe you could hear a voice through it.
I'm sure.
Lamarar, I have nothing but the highest regard for your musical sense, but my opinion of you as a witness is somewhat lesser.
But she's the only eyewitness we have.
So you say, and the victim named her, the Siren, as the witness?
That's right. That's what Mr. Latus.
We heard your claim. We even entertained the possibility, and it brought us to this. Smack. Herr Judge,
Yes?
the prosecution requests that the witness be excused. Please.
I'm afraid I must honor the prosecution's request. Indeed, a question of the witness' credibility.
But
if Lamore can't testify, they don't have a chance of proving Maki's innocence. Cross-examination is over. Prosecutor Gavin, continue making your case.
Danke. Now where were we? Ah, yes. I would like to hear from Fraulein Detective again.
Wait, let me hear Lamore's testimony one last time. Cross-examination is already over. Such a time as need arises. Witness may leave the stand.
I'm sorry, I cannot be
Of?
my sisters.
At last, back to the real trial. Ready, Herr Forehead?
But I just missed my own chance.
Fraulein Detective, how far had we gotten until we were so rudely interrupted?
Don't ask me.
I dislike saying the same thing twice, and I never repeat a song for an encore.
If you would, Miss Sky.
I believe I was saying that the only way Mr. Latusse's killer could have escaped was through that air vent on the ceiling.
Ah, yes. The only window in the room. And a witness, she was standing in front of it.
The air vent isn't very big, see? Kind of limits the people who could possibly get through.
I certainly would have had a difficult time.
You sure would. Not that you would have been there in the first place, though. Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the concert. The only one who meets the conditions for our killer is the defendant.
A virtuoso performance. I couldn't have put it better myself.
She does state a clear case. Though window put something caught my eye.
Oh, what's that?
Circumstances of the defendant's arrest. Circumstances? Again? Hey, that's right, Apollo. Remember when we found Maki? That was bizarre. Like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. She's right. Why did Mr. Two's body disappear from the room? And you're on top of that stage tower. What are the guitar notes?
A perceptive observation here, Judge.
Ah, thanks. It's kind of an accident, really. Been working this job long enough. Get a nose for things. The judge does seem pleased with himself.
Very good, Fraulein Detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us. Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer?
I believe Maki stole the body because of some lyrics. He moved the body to match Lamoureux's song. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim. And Maki practically left his signature at the scene. All of this evidence clearly points to the defendant.
I understand, we could have done 2 cheese spheres in this amount of time.
Lamoureux's song?
Yes, the guitar's Serenade. You noticed it's code, too, did you not?
It's code.
All the events that day followed the lyrics to our song. First, the keys my heart held onto so tightly were stolen. Then
Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst in flames on stage. That's my line. Mr. Tuse's life was taken by a bullet.
The rest hardly needs explanation. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky.
That's mine. It's like a story out of some fairy tale. I admit I've forgotten about the song. That is not waiting for me. Grand finale, as it were. Hey, you know, I was the one who first noticed that. Oh, jumping rope songs, but counting songs. But killing?
It's a wild world out there, Herr Judge.
Very well. Put one song and dance, so let's get to the next, the cross-examination. I'm not so sure I'm going to be doing much singing.
I have a font called Your Supply of Fairy Cakes.
What do you mean by a signature?
The bullet holes in the wall, of course.
The balls?
The revolver was fired twice. One shot missed and left a hole in the wall.
That means what exactly?
That dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off with the victim in there. They can't have been more than 5 feet apart. It would be difficult, almost impossible, to miss at that range.
Difficult to miss, you say?
Very. Assuming the shooter could properly aim.
No, you can't be serious. Maki, you can't see. That's why you missed?
It's the only explanation that makes sense. He used sound and other senses to fire the gun. Poorly. That reminds me, the monitor in the dressing room was blaring at the time, yeah? Hardly ideal conditions for tracking by sound.
Blind shooter. No wonder he missed. Knew those bullet holes would come back to haunt me. Think just what do I do now? Sure, there are bullet holes up in the wall. But that didn't prove the shooter couldn't see.
Oh, how so?
Well, there could be a stroker with the victim. That's certainly possible. And it might have been the revolver's fault. The revolver? The revolver is a very large caliber, correct? The shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon. Why could dislocate the shoulder? Exactly. Fin, Maki Tobai is, as you can see, tiny. It's not hard to picture him firing the gun missing entirely. Keep back alone would throw off his aim. Apollo, what are you talking about? A convincing argument, to be sure. Haha, take that, it's a long prosecution. Apollo? Huh, what? About Maki being tiny? And the gun throwing off his aim? Are you kind of, admitting that he did it? Oh.
It does not matter why he missed. What matters is that the shooter was, without a doubt, the defendant.
No.
Even the defense seems to agree on that point.
No. I should pull up my phone this time.
But let's get the facts of the matter for the record. If you would, Fraulein Detective.
I will. Try this to the testimony.
Right.
Can't say it was blind just because of bullet holes in the wall. I think I've proven that.
I wouldn't call it proof, per se.
Huh?
You've merely raised the possibility. Fraulein Detective has made a most logical conjecture based upon the evidence. Of course, there is more evidence than just bullet holes. Am I right? Right, yeah. The defendant was the only one who could have escaped through that air vent.
Objection!
Object
Fuck
all you
you
want, you little who.
Wait, if it was blind, how did he know about the event in the first place?
Ah, very good point. Well, Fraulein Detective, if you would care to explain.
Sonny seems to shove himself.
We'll call the crime scene if you would.
No, I don't wanna.
There was a stepladder below the air vent. As it happens, maintenance was scheduled for that day. Custodial staff went around checking all the air vents.
I don't believe it.
Everyone backstage was told about the maintenance, including Maki Tobaye. He would have known that there would be a way out at the top of that stepladder.
Why is this the first time I'm hearing about this?
You could have figured it out for yourself. You only needed to consider what that stepladder was doing there.
Looks like the defendant's objector has been squished by a stepladder.
Well, Herr Forehead? Out of ammunition, perhaps?
I've never seen Prosecutor Gavin so aggressive. Maybe he's caught the scent of blood. Paulo, don't you have something? Anything? You know what we need? We need someone to prove the killer could see. That'll put him in his place. The shooter was sighted to do it. That'll take down one of the central points. And I have some smeared writing in blood. I assume that's fine. Looks like writing.
Yeah, I thought that at the time.
Don't you dare. Yellow. Fine, I accept the prosecution's challenge to save my game.
As I knew you would, Herr Forehead.
What exactly am I up against here? Prosecution saying it should have missed because they couldn't see. From Maki, blind, didn't. The defense will please present their evidence. Evidence overturned the prosecution claimed that the shooter couldn't see. YOLO, let's go with this. That may be relevant later, actually. This is that evidence! I'm so fucking smart! The photograph of the crime scene? I don't care much for the smoke on Prosecutor Gavin's face. There's no time to think twice. Time to press on. Yes, Your Honor, the crime scene. There's something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point.
And perhaps you'd best show us this something. Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, yeah?
Very well, show us what you're talking about, Mr. Justice. Contradiction at the scene of the crime is... Boop.
Boop.
Contradiction is right here.
The smeared bloodstains.
That was just my blurry vision, but really was blurry. My bad. He made the victim's hands raised above his head. That's like a gesture I've seen many times in this court.
It's almost as if he wrote something.
I get it. At least I think I get it.
Get what, Fraulein?
Mr. Ortiz was shot. He tried to write something. And Roy Wright put the shooter's name. And Roy Wright and put his own blood. Pretty good, huh? Thanks for making my point for me. Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here. That does seem to be a distinct possibility.
The victim wrote the killer's name. It's certainly a logical conclusion.
In fact, I just wish it wasn't all rubbed out like that. I was rubbed out right if I were a killer. I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind.
Neither would I.
No one has anything else to say? About what? Does the prosecution accept this? You agree that there was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer? And that the killer tried to rub the name out?
What's your point?
What's my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing the name?
Well, Miss Latouche was writing something in blood. Once the killer saw what it was... Wait.
Once he saw what it was. But what you just testified about the shooter.
I said they were blind. Ah! Yeah, you want to play some Mario Kart Jamboree tonight?
Yet the crime scene itself contradicts that. The killer had to have been able to see. Why would they rub out the name in blood otherwise?
Aha!
Never mind the court that the defendant, Maki Tobai, is blind. He couldn't have seen the shooter.
Impossible! My voice just changed there.
Order! 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 Prosecutor Gavin, please explain to me what all this means. I mean, looking at this photo, it seemed quite clear that the shooter could see. Yet up until now...
It seems I owe the court an apology.
Hmm?
The Gaviners are a band with law enforcement ties, yet a murder occurred. During our concert, apparently this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports were not filed in an entirely timely manner.
I'm not sure I like the vibe of the game here. Hey, Apollo, look at him. Why is Prosecutor Gavin all relaxed and smiling like that? It's like he knows something we don't, and he's about to tell us. And then update autopsy report.
Let's rock. With these documents, but before that, I have a question for the Fraulein detective, if I may.
What?
Tell me, why do you think that Maki Tobaye is blind?
Huh?
What did he say?
What are you saying? Of course he's blind.
Of course.
He's the blind pianist, right? So he's... Doesn't Lamoral lead him around by the hand all the time?
No way.
I have a report here on the defendant, Maki Tobaye. According to this, Maki Tobaye can see perfectly well.
What?
His blindness was merely a publicity ploy by those clever Borginians. He can see quite well.
But you said...
What did I say exactly? Herr Forehead, not once in the course of this trial have I claimed the defendant was blind. The only one who did that was Fraulein Detective.
But that's...
A significant fact, yes. Consider, Maki Tobaye sees, and he was the only one who could have fled through the air vent. I see no problems with this.
But what about the bullet holes in the wall?
Yes, the bullet holes. I believe Herr Forehead neatly explained those for us. He didn't miss because he couldn't see. It was the kickback from the .45 caliber revolver. A simple accident, in other words.
Shit.
How's that? I'm afraid your objection has just flown off for brighter skies.
Oh.
This is where the real fun begins, Herr Forehead.
Ah!
I knew you didn't have what it took. You jerk. Just what was I here for? Comic relief?
Yeah, apologize.
Haha. Oh, sorry.
That's no way to apologize. He's angered the Trucy now. Look out. He's in the big ring now.
Whatever, I'm not leaving. I can't leave like this. I'll come up with some clue to solving this case if it kills me.
But testimony has already given enough to convict the defendant. Don't say that.
Ah ha ha.
Aha,
Oh,
what?
aha. This blood stain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right?
That seemed to happen, yes.
We might be able to find out what was really written here.
Really? You can do that?
That's right, with this. It's called luminol. Maybe you know of it. It's the chemical that reacts to blood. Ah, yes, I have done those tests. Fuck it. Just go. Ha, as if I'm going to tell you. Bloodstains covered a section of the carpet. In order to perform blood tests, this section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it here in court now.
Am I gonna get to do it? Hee.
Right, go for it, Apollo.
I have to do the test?
You just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple.
We'll call that reaction blood. I've heard this somewhere. Yet, I believe an analysis is called for. I've had it! Tutorial. The entire core focus on. Apply your hands, seeing. Let's do this. Wow, that's... It picks 14206. Oh, sorry. IPXX314206. Is that someone's name? Someone's
No.
gamer tag?
No?
Latouche was eliminated by IPXX314206. This must be the power of science!
It says IPXX314206. Is that the killer's name?
Maybe it is. The killer was a robot.
Haha, I have it.
So what is it?
I thought those letters IPXX looked familiar. This is an Interpol ID number. Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency? Yes, most are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. But why would he write that number?
Mr. Latouche would know a number like that.
Good show, Fraulein Detective. Rock on. Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Darian, are you there? Come over to the witness stand.
Darian?
Oh God, we never settled on the voice. Darian, you heard what we need. Go check into this Interpol ID number. Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No, give me 27.
Not so sure what to think of this. Prosecution's cases are tighter, so it seems. If this number is really of that of an Interpol agent.
Oh wait, I know. What if Maki Tobaye really is an undercover Interpol agent? That would be a possibility.
Possibility, yes. And with that mark as the killer for certain. How did Latouche know an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know.
Well, we have some time while we await Darian's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? A curious mystery concerning Maki Tobaye.
What are you talking about?
Fraulein Detective, please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could in fact see just before the trial began. It seemed too much of a bother to tell you. You had me until that last bit. Does this not raise a rather straightforward question? You mean like when is this video ever going to end? I mean, sure.
Why did Maki pretend he couldn't see?
Exactly. It makes little sense. What do you think, Hair Forehead?
Huh, me?
Maki Tobaye pretended he was blind. Do you know why?
How could he know?
Wait, Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he? No, from the start of the fight, he's been leading us on the whole time.
Something wrong? Do you think perhaps this is all some kind of game? Know that the moment I heard that report, I knew why.
Well, people have sold over 1 million records, but they are something else. I have to do with anything.
There was a reason why Maki Tobaye pretended to be blind. But it wasn't for his own sake. Getting the picture now?
It wasn't for himself. Well, Mr. Justice, he present evidence that shows. What do I have to present the evidence?
What's the publicity postcard say? Oh. Sightseeing? I mean... Yeah. I don't know.
Sure.
I'm not saying that's right.
I got nothing else.
Yeah, you definitely have nothing else.
I get nobody pretending couldn't see, which means no, I couldn't be.
Good show, Hair Forehead. It seems you thought of something.
How
I
long
can't
is
figure
this
this thing
this
out on my
video
own. These
gonna
things
be?
out on my own.
Wait, what?
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 Just go ahead. I'll
I
let
haven't taken my cues from this guy. Very well, look at this. This is why he was pretending he couldn't see. That is L'amour? L'amour and Maki Tobaye. Call their relationship. In particular, the unique arrangement of the years preserving our country.
Lamar and her pianist. They would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. Even when they got on stage, she would lead him to the piano. She would walk all the way over there with him.
That's right, because he was blonde. She led him at all times, never letting him go. All times. Yeah, we've just learned something that makes the arrangement peculiar indeed. Maki could see. Why'd he have to keep up this act the whole time? Well, wasn't it part of the performance? I think there's a simple explanation. Maki did not need to be led by the hand at all. That can only be one thing.
Ah, really?
Really. It was all the other way around. The one who needed to be led by the hand was L'amour. What's this? So you mean to say that L'amour she's... Yes, Your Honor. L'amour is blind. What? Order! Order! This is crazy. Prosecutor Gabby.
Is it now?
Please shed some sanity on this madness. Defense made an outrageous claim.
The only thing outrageous I see about the defense is his vast forehead. Yet I see it is not vast in vain, this time. He's quite correct.
But that makes no sense.
Yeah, wasn't she supposed to be the landscape painter in sound or something?
Well, since we have her here. Wow, that's annoying.
That is annoying.
Your video. Why not
Funny
ask her
button.
herself? I believe she is still in the witness waiting room.
Apollo, what does this mean for our case? Don't ask me, I had no idea she couldn't see. I didn't imagine it until now. Bailiff, bring in L'amour. We'll talk to her next time. This video's gone long enough.
Lamarar.
I'm ending the video. You do not need to do your dialogue.
Hair Forehead, I'll do whatever I want to. I'm a sexy goddamn
Thanks for
rock
watching this
star.
episode of Gabby the Game. I like how it's got good service. I'm all about it.
I'm a sexy rock star. I do whatever I want.
Good night.
Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, yay. Come on and watch her play. New games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.